Welcome to another edition of Ginger the Plane. Today, we'll be visiting the cool and quirky little town of Eastsound, located on Orcas Island. We'll land at the airport, take a short walk into town for a bite of lunch, have a look around, and grab some dessert to go. The Orcas Island Airport is located in the center of the island. Its 2,900-foot runway has a gentle slope downward when landing from the south. Glide slope indicators make for an easy approach to landing, as long as you're not too distracted by the beautiful scenery and picturesque town of Eastsound on your right. If you'd like to plan a visit to the San Juan Islands, or if you've already been there, you already know how special and unique each island can be. If you've never been here, you'll definitely want to add a visit to your must-do list. Each of the San Juan Islands have their own character, list of things to see and do. My top two places to see are Friday Harbor and of course my favorite, Eastsound Orcas Island. Both locations are accessible by air and sea. The airports are in excellent condition with available fuel and maintenance services. Air charter flights are also available to and from Seattle and nearby Bellingham. If you're not flying in, you can of course access both locations by the excellent Washington Ferry service. The Orcas Island Airport has more than enough room to accommodate transient aircraft. Both hard and grass surface parking is available to the north of the small terminal building. Overnight camping by your plane is a popular thing to do in the summer. Transient parking is also available on the southern end of the field. This is where we usually park Ginger. Today, we'll be parking with a slight angle to face the runway. I'll set up a time-lapse camera to catch the comings and goings while we're in town. I'll show that at the end of the video. It's pretty cool. On the day we were here, this ramp was pretty empty, but during the summertime, this ramp is absolutely full, so is the north ramp. Fortunately, there's plenty of parking in the grass. Lots of room for everybody here. This is the terminal that you'll arrive at if you come in on a Kenmore or San Juan Airlines flight. There's also a great pilot's lounge in the back for mission planning. There's a bathroom and a place where you can hang out between flights. And this is the public side where you would come in to catch a flight. On the south side of the airfield, there's a gate that you can go through to get into town. Make sure you get the passcode so you can get back in. And when you do come back in, fill in that economic impact survey on the back side of the fence. If you were going to be departing on one of the local airlines, this is the road you would take to get to the terminal. The public path into town starts across the street, just to the right of the fire department. It's pretty clearly marked, but in case you need it, you can also find the path on Google Maps. Walking the path is pretty simple and straightforward. Find the signs and follow them. And sometimes you get to see some cool stuff. And just like that, you find yourself in town. It's about a 15-minute walk from the airport to the edge of town. Another 5 to 10 minutes to get into the town center. Not too bad when you're coming from the airport. I love the downtown area of Eastsound. It is a cool place. Once you're in Eastsound, there are tons of things to do. There's lots of shops, restaurants, things to go check out. If you want to cruise around town a little quicker, you could rent a bicycle. Even back at the airport, there's Brutus, the crew car. and that can take you a little further out. Go up to Moran State Park, maybe go to Mount Constitution, take a walk around, go for a swim, even rent a canoe. There's a whole lot of other things you can do outside of town, but we are walking around here, so let me point a few things out to you. The Clever Cow Creamery is across the street, and that is the best place to get ice cream in Eastsound, in my opinion. Right now we're on North Beach Road, and that intersects Main Street. It's a three-way stop sign. There is no stoplight in Eastsound. I don't know why, but I just kind of love that. Personally, I love coming over to Eastsound in the off-season. There aren't a lot of tourists about, and it's easy to walk around. A lot of the shops that I like to go to are open year-round, including all of the restaurants. That right there across the street, that's the Brown Bear. We'll be talking more about that in just a few minutes. Dessert will have to wait. I've got lunch on my mind, and the place I want to go is the Madrona Bar Grill. They've got a great selection of pretty much everything you could want to eat, and they have a great balcony that overlooks the water. And in the summertime, that's the place to be. Look at this view. Whether it's your first time through the door or your 50th, every time you walk in, you're going to feel that cozy vibe. I always feel so relaxed in here. This is such a great place to hang out while you're in Eastsound. The food is wonderful, and it's just a generally feel-good kind of place. Oh, hey, have I told you about that view? Yeah, I know. I just had to look at it one more time. Brown Bear, I'll be with you in a minute. Walking around this town, I'll tell you, there's always something to see and do. One of the favorite things to do here is to walk down to the labyrinth. That's down the end of this sidewalk right here. One of the things I most look forward to seeing each time I come to Eastsound is the Labyrinth Path. It is part of the Emmanuel Episcopal Parish, and it's just generally a nice place to take a minute to look around and really see everything. Walking the path, it's meditative, it's relaxing, it puts you in a really good frame of mind. Perfect way to finish a day here at Eastsound. Usually, after a few minutes on this path, my mind starts to drift a little bit. I start to think about what's going to come next. And for me, that's going to be a trip to the Brown Bear Bakery. And I know you're probably thinking, this guy, it's all about food with him. He's told us about 10 restaurants in 10 minutes. And there is more to life than just food, I know. Flying, of course, and family and friends. But let's get to that bakery. You can't leave Eastsound without stopping here. The Brown Bear Bakery, they have something for everyone. I love getting some pastries to go. It reminds me a little bit of my day on Eastsound, and I get to share it with my family. So if you're in Eastsound and walking around, make sure before you head back to that airport that you grab a couple of nice pastries from Brown Bear. In addition to lunch and a few pastries, there are so many things to do here on Eastsound, from canoeing and hiking to climbing a mountain and jumping into the ocean. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. I'll have future pilot reviews and other places around the Pacific Northwest. Take care, everybody.